Pele and Maradona are two of the greatest players ever, yet they never got the chance to play in the Premier League. Today, that changes. I'm putting Pele and Maradona in the Premier League. Let's see who can be the first to win the Premier League title. We're starting both Maradona and Pele at newly promoted clubs. Diego Maradona playing for Luton Town. Who would have thought? First Premier League game already for Maradona, and look at him go. He's really gonna have to carry this team. Meanwhile, we've got Pele at Sheffield United. Oh man, I can't imagine what's going through Pele's head right now. My guy is used to seeing Jairzinho on the left, Garrincha on the right, and now he's got Fleck alongside him and McBurney. Who? Both Pele and Maradona are in equally terrible clubs for the first season, but let's see which one of these two can thrive in these conditions. I really expected Pele to take time to adapt to the Premier League, but instead he hit the ground running. Oh, look at Pele's pace. There's no catching him. Pele's gone through. Pele! Oh, he's actually scored in the Premier League. And would you look at that, he's learning some English customs as well, sipping the tea on his opponent. Pele had really managed to adapt to the Premier League well, scoring 5 goals in his first 8 games. And not just that, he was making the players around him better. Yo, I can't believe that Pele has got this Sheffield United team in the top half. Meanwhile, at Luton Town, let's just say that Maradona was not having the best of times. Individually, Maradona was playing incredible. It was the rest of the team that was a problem. Here's Maradona carrying this Luton team. Oh, that's a lovely ball through as well. What is that touch? What are his teammates doing? To make things worse, Luton's defense was absolutely shocking. But in spite of all of that, Maradona was literally the only player carrying this team. It was now time for Pele to go head-to-head versus Maradona. We've actually got both Pele and Maradona on the same pitch. You'd think this would be a game to decide who wins the league. Instead, it's probably going to decide who avoids relegation. And looks like Maradona's frustrations are going to continue, because his teammate just went and got himself sent off. Guys, it's not even the 22nd minute of the game and there's a red card. I feel bad for Maradona. He's just playing with a bunch of useless baboons. With the man advantage, Pele's team managed to secure the win. But at the end of the Premier League season, and Pele Sheffield United actually managed to avoid the drop. But I'm not surprised that Luton Town and Maradona got relegated. The crazy thing is both of them scored a very similar number of goals. Pele with 14 and Maradona with 13. So far though, Pele is definitely a lot closer to winning the Premier League title. Although both Pele and Maradona have proved themselves individually in the Premier League, if we keep them at Sheffield and Luton Town, they're not going to win the Premier League no matter what. And so every season, we're going to be transferring both Pele and Maradona to a better Premier League club. We've got 2 mystery boxes here, and these contain Pele and Maradona's new club. I think if we keep Maradona any longer at Luton Town, he's going to lose his mind. So let's pick Maradona's new club first. Okay, which one should we go with? I'm gonna go with 2, and oh, it's Aston Villa. That's a lot better. So Diego Maradona has escaped Luton Town and arrived at Aston Villa. Yo, this is exactly what Maradona needed. Suddenly, look at the improvement in the players around him. A midfield with Tielemans, Kamara, Coutinho in there as well, and actually a backline that can do the job. And you know, Emi Martinez will want to do everything for his international hero. Finally, it looks like Maradona is getting a bit closer to that Premier League title. Time to find out the club Pele is now joining. Opening the second mystery box, and it's West Ham. Ooh, these are 2 very equally matched clubs. Pele's Premier League journey continues as he's joining West Ham. Oh wow, Pele actually has a really balanced team. I mean, look at that. He's got a fellow Brazilian in Paqueta, Douglas Luiz as well, Soucek, Agut at the back, Areola. Yo, Pele has got another really good side. To be fair though, for this season, I feel like both Maradona and Pele have got really good teams, and maybe finally we can see what kind of damage they can do in the Premier League. Maradona is now about to make his debut for Aston Villa. I'm sure he's not going to be as frustrated as he was at Luton, because this time he actually has a decent team around him. And looks like for Maradona's debut, the conditions are treacherous with rain pouring down. With a competent team finally around him, Maradona really came alive. Oh, Maradona, actually a chance, and Maradona gets his goal with Aston Villa. on his debut. And look at the clock. It only took like 5 minutes. That's what Maradona can do when he's got a team around him. Maradona again, this time getting an assist. He's doing everything for Aston Villa. And this was just the start for Maradona. He had finally found his rhythm. And of course, the goals were just flying in. The level of football Maradona was displaying in the Premier League, it was staggering. Maradona had fired Aston Villa into the top 6 of the Premier League. The difference this season is crazy for Maradona. He's actually got a functioning midfield, and that defense is stopping a lot of goals. And Emi Martinez is doing everything for Maradona. And because of that, we're really seeing Diego Maradona step up big time. 10 Premier League goals in 12 games already. But even after all of that, West Ham are doing a lot better. They're in the top 4 of the Premier League. Pele at West Ham was absolutely dominant. Of course, Pele was scoring a ton of goals, but it was not just Pele's goals. Pele somehow had a connection with his Brazilian teammates. Douglas Luiz and Lucas Paqueta played a big role. After 26 games this season, West Ham are leading Aston Villa. But honestly, look at the difference for both Pele and Maradona. They're now at decent clubs and they're absolutely outperforming. Meanwhile, on an individual level, this season, Maradona is potentially going to win the Golden Boot. He's on 18 goals and his rival Pele is on 13. The truth is, both Pele and Maradona aren't going to win the Premier League this season, but winning the Golden Boot could be huge. While all the focus was on the Premier League, something crazy was happening in the Carabao Cup. Guys, this is getting a bit crazy. Pele's West Ham through to the quarterfinals, and so is Maradona and Aston Villa. Guys, if this keeps going on, we could genuinely see Maradona and Pele in a cup final. No way they go through in the quarterfinals as well. Surely not, and yes, they have in the semis as well. We're actually gonna see Aston Villa versus West Ham United, Pele versus Maradona. This is crazy. It's actually happening, guys. A cup final between Pele and Maradona. Like, oh my days. So far, Pele has had the number on Maradona. Last season, he was way better with Sheffield. This season, West Ham are above Aston Villa as well. But this cup final could change everything. Maradona or Pele, who's gonna win a trophy first? The two greats of the game are about to shake hands, an iconic moment, but now the final begins. As soon as the game kicked off, I realized that this West Ham team is a lot more than just Pele, whereas Aston Villa were just all about Maradona, and the first chance fell to West Ham. No way, Lucas Paqueta threw on goal already, and the first goal in 6 minutes. Paqueta is helping out Pele's West Ham big time, 1-0 already. Maradona was absolutely fuming after conceding the first goal, but that brought out the best in him. Maradona's got a bit lucky, ball inside. No! Oh, penalty! Maradona just got a penalty. I don't know for what. Maradona here with some clever touches, and then, oh my god, he just got like elbowed or something. No way, guys, the pressure. Can Maradona score? And Maradona on the score sheet levels things with the penalty. Now, this game has just taken a massive U-turn. But would you believe it, just after equalizing, they concede a silly goal. Nah, Pele's completely opened things up. Look at the space he's in. Still Pele, cut back for Paqueta, falls for Bowen, shoots. What is the keeper doing? No way. Pele's team has again taken the lead. And that's the first half done. So far, Maradona, I think, has been having the better game, but Pele's team, definitely the better club out here. That second half is going to be spicy. But Maradona was on a mission today. Maradona scores. He was onside as well. A brace from Maradona. He's literally carrying Aston Villa on his back. While Maradona was out here celebrating his goal, Pele was sulking. This has probably been his worst game of the season. With not much time left, it's clear whoever scores the next goal wins. And it seems like this is Maradona's night. This could really be a chance for Villa. They get the ball to Maradona once again, who's trying something, goes down inside the box. It is a penalty. Maradona doing his thing. And this is the big moment. Maradona, penalty. Can he score again? Oh, it's a cheeky one from Maradona. He scores, and now Aston Villa are leading the cup final. It's been a hat-trick from Diego. No way, it's full time. Diego Maradona has just taken this Aston Villa team to a trophy. And there you go, he's enjoying the trophy celebrations. Although this does not get Maradona closer to winning the Premier League title, but if you compare Pele and Maradona's careers now, I think Maradona's is slightly better. He's overtaken Pele, but the race to the Premier League title is still on. With that difficult loss loss in the final, I really thought it was going to affect Pele, especially considering Maradona continued to win more individual awards. But this is El Rey, the king we're talking about. Pele continued to score more goals, and with that, Pele has managed to guide his West Ham side to a 4th position. But on the other side, Maradona's Villa team still managed to finish 5th, and of course they won that trophy as well, so far things are looking good for Maradona. To make it even better, Maradona managed to win the Golden Boot, which he's going to share along with Heung-min Son. 24 goals this season. Meanwhile, Pele still scored a respectable 18. It feels so difficult to compare the two players now, because you've got Pele, who's been consistently finishing above in the league, but then you've got Maradona, who in one-off games is just creating magic moments. I guess we're gonna have to wait until one of them decides to win the Premier League title to find out basically who's the best. Looking at the Premier League right now, it is definitely Man City and Manchester United. Maybe Pele and Maradona's next destination is gonna be Manchester. While we're seeing both the GOATs chase that Premier League title, I'm chasing 1 million subscribers too. And the only way that can happen is if you guys help me out. So subscribe to the channel. I really think it's time we put Pele and Maradona at clubs where they can potentially win the Premier League. And so we've got both Manchester clubs in these mystery boxes. I think I'm pretty sure both Pele and Maradona won City. Let's see who gets what. Since last time it was Maradona who got the first pick, this time it's gonna be Pele. Alright, where is Pele gonna be heading? Man City or Manchester United? Let's find out. And it is Manchester City. No way. And so we have Pele joining the best club in England, Man City. Oh wow, this is the team Pele is going to be playing in. Alongside Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, De Bruyne supplying him. Fair to say Pele now has a super team, and if I had to make a prediction, Pele is a lot closer now to the Premier League title. But of course, Maradona has been the underdog throughout the video, and he continues to be one, playing now for Manchester United. To be honest guys, Maradona is still playing at a very talented side. I mean, look at this team. He's got Rashford alongside him, Casemiro to hold the fort, Lisandro Martinez at the back, Onana in goal, Anthony in there as well, Jonathan David. Maradona can carry this team. Based on the last couple of seasons, I don't know who's doing a better job so far, because Pele's clubs have managed to finish above Maradona's in the league, but Maradona somehow won a Golden Boot as well as a trophy. I guess this season the Premier League is going to decide everything. Pele this season had to adapt. In this Man City team, he was being deployed as a left winger. I was initially concerned whether he'll thrive in this role, but guys, it's Pele. There goes Pele down the wings. Look at the pace. It's a lovely cross from the outside of his right boot, and then the finish from Haaland. These two are going to have a great time. Pele should control this. He does, and scores against his former club. Pele's got space, and he goes for it, and the keeper doesn't see it coming. He scored against Spurs. Pele was absolutely thriving at Man City. With that, Pele and Man City were definitely in the title race. Oh man, look at Pele's record. He is absolutely flying at City. But right now, it seems like Liverpool could also be a title rival. To put pressure on Maradona, Pele's Man City needed to win this game. But it was Liverpool who were attacking. But soon, the king came alive. No way, Pele's broken through. Pele with the chance, and he's actually scored. They should be putting the pressure now on Maradona, and Pele sips the tea. And that win had put Pele at the top of the Premier League. He is now so close to winning the Premier League title. And now this game against Arsenal has become a must-win game for Maradona. Or could be a chance. Anthony, Maradona with his right foot scores. Look at the passion. Look at the celebration. We've got a title race between Pele and Maradona. And that's a huge win for Maradona and Man United. I really don't know which way this title race is going to go. We're now 29 games into the season, and the battle between Pele and Maradona for the Premier League title couldn't be any closer. It's just 1 point, guys. Man City are 1 point clear of Man United. That could change any moment. Both Pele and Maradona are also competing for the Premier League Golden Boot, but so far, Pele has been running away with it. I guess last time Maradona won it, this time Pele wants it. This is it. One last time, we've got Pele facing Maradona, and the winner of this game will most likely win the Premier League title. In the first season, it was Pele who came out on top. In the second season, Maradona scored a hat-trick against Pele. And now it comes down to this. Who's going to win the Premier League? Maradona kicked the game off with an assist. His teammate Jonathan David did not make a mistake. Soon enough, Pele set up Erling Haaland, but he ended up missing. It's half-time, and both Pele and Maradona have had very similar games. Maradona's teammates stepped up, and so far Pele's haven't. But remember, Pele only needs a draw, and that should be enough for him to win the league. Oh, Pele's through on goal. He actually scores. Pele scores against Maradona's team for the first time. And now, as things stand, Man City will win the league. The pressure is back on Maradona. Maradona and co tried everything to get the lead in this game, but everything was being saved. But then, Antony's on the attack. Maradona's in the box, but it goes to Rashford. Rashford fires it home. As things stand, Maradona is going to win the Premier League. But if you thought Pele was going to give up, think again. Pele needs a goal now. Phil Foden finds him. Pele, lovely backheel. That is outrageous from Pele. Once again, the lead has changed to Man City. Maradona, and Maradona has done it. Maradona with the dagger. That could be the goal that wins him the Premier League. It's full time and Pele looks dejected and Maradona looks elated. In the final head-to-head battle between the duo, it's Diego Armando Maradona who comes out on top. Just incredible. The season ends with Pele taking home the Golden Boot with 36 goals. But yes, it's Maradona and Manchester United who end up winning the Premier League first. I want you to let me know, who do you think had the better career in this video, Pele or Maradona? By the way, in a recent video, I swapped the careers of Messi and Ronaldo, and that was super interesting. Click here to watch that.